Here's 10 tips to help you win more and climb the leaderboards in Hoop Hustle. And these are the tips that helped me hit top 10 in North America, and also my alt account's also in the top 12. And I also played in the early access of this mode, so I'm putting all the lessons I learned in this video. And if you don't know, Hoop Hustle is a new game mode in NBA Infinite that puts your team versus another team in a simulation match. But you control the bigger picture of how your team performs on the court. You kind of need a different mindset than the 3v3s or the Dynasty mode to really enjoy this mode. So let's dive in with the 10 tips. So the first thing that you do, you want to go into Hoop Hustle mode and then edit your lineup. This is where you assign your players into a team. You can start by typing the auto assign button on the bottom right, and then it will adjust the team for you that the computer thinks that will be best for you. It does not always make the best recommendations, so I just recommend assigning the players that you want into your team. So once you enter the lineup, you'll see that there's 2 rows of players. The top row will be your starting 5 that will go on the court to play for you. And the bottom 5 here are like your bench players. They will not be able to play on the court, but they will help you build up your synergy. You can see the synergy list on the right-hand side for your 10 players. This is kind of like what coaches do for your team on the 3v3s or 5v5 Dynasty. Each player on your 10-person team can fill up synergy skills that give different bonuses to you on the court. It's important to know that each synergy skill is useful when you match 2, 4, or 6 assigned players at once. And the higher amount of players that you have synergized at the 2, 4, or 6 levels, the more bonuses you'll get on the court. Since I mainly play the defensive role on the 3v3s and the 5v5s, I focused on the synergy skills that are defense related. So I have here maxed out 6 out of 6 defensive guardian, and once you max it out at 6, you get extra perks as well. So because I mainly focus playing on defense, I know other players who are more balanced approach or have more offensive approaches to their synergy skills. So they all work, it just depends what your current team looks like and what you can maximize. It's hard to make recommendations because each team is different, but if I could choose the best ones, I think defense is a big priority, and endless energy, also the 3-point boost, and quick shot for the shooters. I noticed that also in the leaderboards, the top player, shout out to him, Zion, he's maximizing Slipstream Star. This allows him to execute his tactics much faster, and I think that plays a big role because we're always running tactics on the court every possession. So there might be something to that. And you can also see that in the top 5 leaderboards, they're running more balanced approaches, nothing really specialized like mine. So definitely we're all just experimenting, trying different things. They all have different synergizing skills that they're using. So just use what you have with your lineup and try to come up with the 10-person lineup, 5 being the ones on your court and the 5 being in the bench players, and combine those to maximize your synergy skills. And tip number 3, don't be afraid to buy players to fulfill a synergy goal. You need 2 players that synergize to hit minimum bonus, and the next level up, you'll need to have 4 players assigned. If you look on the bottom left, if I want to get that energy increased by 20%, I'll need to add 1 more player of the 3 currently assigned to the synergy skill. So if I want to increase energy by 20%, I'll have to add Eric Gordon, who I already own. But if you realize you're just 1 player short, don't be afraid to go into the market and just buy him, especially if he's on the cheaper side. It's worth it. And just move players around to make sure you have the maximum amount of synergy skills with your players. You can see what players to buy if you just need 1 more missing player to basically rank up that synergy skill by going to the bottom left where it says players, and you'll see that there's players that you do not own. You just go for the cheapest one and just slot them into the bench player. Number 4, tactics can be adjusted here by going to edit lineup and then tactics on the bottom right. If you don't play 5v5, this is completely new to you then. You have 4 plays on defense and also 4 plays on offense. But for offense, you can only assign 3 plays at a time. And the bottom smaller icon is like the play that you would run on the court. Same thing with defense. You'll see that there's 8 icons, but it's really 4. The 4 main ones are on top. And then the icon under it is like the special play that you would run on the court that you will press. And for defense, you cannot customize anything as of today, but you're just given these 4 plays and you can choose between the 4 on the court. Number 5 tip, be picky with your games. I think when you first start out, you can just maximize the points that you'll get from winning the match by just pressing refresh and then seeing the points under the go button that you'll get if you win. But the downside is that normally if the higher points it is, the more ratings the opponent team has. And if you lose against that team, that points that you would gain ends up being the points that you lose. So if you see buckets right there, by midnight tonight after the thing resets, I could challenge him, but I won't. But just know if he's watching, I could. And if I challenge you, if I win, I would gain 9 points into my leaderboard rankings and also 9 points into my rewards, which I'll go into later. And I just want to correct myself. I will not take points away from the player I'm challenging. I will just lose the points if I lose the game. Tip number 6, after you get your 10-person hoop hustle lineup formed, you can then go ahead and find a match. Usually just go for someone that'll give you a lot of points. But if you want to play it safe, you can go for someone lower points, because you only get a maximum of 6 attempts of these matches per day. And once you're on the court, when you execute your finisher move, which by the way builds up just like a dominance meter, make sure you call out tactics at the same time. So you're basically running 2 plays in a way at the same time. One is the tactics that you'll run on offense that we went over with the plays and the playbook thing, and also the finishing move, which is like their special move that they do to score. So use that in combination to maximize the chances of you scoring. Number 7, there is no backcourt violation, but be careful when you press the finisher move button, because if you press that button, whoever has the ball on offense will immediately pass that ball to that guy that you pressed the finishing skill on. If they're too far apart, there's a chance that it will go out of bounds because it's a bad pass, and that will just lead to a turnover. Number 8, the rating of your team is made up of your team's attributes and the synergy skills combined. I don't know how that's calculated. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know. But the higher it is, the more challenging opponents you'll face. So the stronger the players that you put on the court, the higher the ratings you are, and then you'll be matched up with other players who have the same similar ratings. If you play it safe with lower ratings, you might be climbing the leaderboards much slower and collecting the rewards much slower. And number 9, speaking of rewards, Hoop Hustle gives you 2 types of rewards. One of it is the points rewards. As you collect more points, you gain more rewards, and it resets every season. And by the end of the season, the top 2,000 players will get these rewards here on the screen. The number 1 will get 2,000 diamonds. Number 2 player will get 1,700 diamonds. Number 3 will get 1,400 diamonds. And it gets lower as you get closer to rank 2,000. So the goal is to play as much as you can, win as much as you can to collect more points. Hopefully you face more challenging opponents and climb the leaderboards to get more rewards. If you learned something from this video, and if you want more NBA Infinite videos, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. See you on the court. Jump ball on the way. All right, now we're on defense. Let's call a play. We'll call inside double team, and double team if he goes down low. Nice shot. Let's call it ISO because Trey has the ball. There's a nice Euro blocked. Good Siakam. Heavy contested. Sabonis rebound? Yes, sir. This double team when he goes down low again. That's usually my plan. Stay close with the inside double team there. Good defense. Sabonis. Why no rebound? Good defense. All right, let's get the ball to Green. You got ignition, finisher skill, and goes for the Dunkaroonie. Endless energy there. I think he rebuilds his energy after he scores, like his stamina. Or is that his finisher skill? Actually, I'll double check. Up by 2. Contested 3. Jokic, nice. Wow, look at that. Look at those boards by Jokic. 5 seconds left. Trey with the ball. Nice dish to Green down low. Let's go ahead at the inside double team play and double team down low because of Jokic. Good heavy contest. Let's put that double team on him right now. Stop with the rebounds, Jokic. There we go. Let's go Jalen with the ball. Let's go ahead and dunk him in the face since there's no Jokic down low right now. Yes, sir. I think the energy bar gets refilled at the bottom, by the way. I think that's what endless energy means. All right. We got Sabonis in the corner. Let's give him the ball there. Post up against Jokic. Pushes him down with the moderates. Ooh, nice try. All right. 12-2. GG's. I know that was not the actual human playing, but that's okay. We'll take those.